Swippy92 here with some Swordsman VR news. It is finally here, the reveal of Swordsman's biggest update yet, Advanced Combat. The release date is May 26. Yes, I know it's too far into the future, but it's finally revealed. May 26, 2022. Yes, it's not next year. They're also running a beta, a closed beta for PC VR and Quest. So if you have a piece, if you have Swordsman on the PC or on the Quest, well, hop on. Now, unfortunately, it's not on the PSVR as a beta, but wow. That's life. But it is so exciting, and I'm certainly not alone in this. But with this reveal, this announcement of the release date of this update, I had some questions, I should say. Now, my first one was, with the new combat update that will change how enemies attack and react to counterattacks and such, will this update also change the ways the bosses attack? I was wondering, mainly because they have a set of special moves and abilities, but will their moves be changed but the abilities remain the same? After a few minutes, the developer Sin, or one of the developers, responded with the animation systems were replaced for all weapon types. So that means all enemies who are using different weapons have changed. So like the shielded enemies who have shield, and the one who are wielding one-handed sword, and the one wielding two-handed swords, and the one wielding katana swords, I imagine, has changed quite a bit. And he also mentions here that all the bosses have been changed separately. So each one will feel different in their own way. Bosses now have more unique personalities, they do different things. And this is very exciting. I love seeing that. The question is, will this make the bosses harder or easier? Or maybe something in between? And my next question was, cool, but they still have the same abilities, or have you reworked those as well? If you have played Swordsman VR, you know that the bosses have certain abilities. For instance, let's say, the samurai boss on level 10, he has a poison sword, so he creates poison auras on the ground. So stay away from those. But Sin again responded with same abilities for the most part, with a few twists and surprises. And I have to say that is just what I wanted to see, because more Swordsman content means more videos means more fun for me and fun for you, hopefully. Now this is quite the surprise as well, because I did not expect them to rework the abilities of the bosses. I was not surprised to hear that the bosses have reworked animations, but I was a bit surprised that the abilities are changed a little bit. But I'm looking very much forward to that. And some people were confused because of the bug testing, or the beta testing was only for the Quest and PSVR, so people were wondering, isn't the update coming for PSVR, or what is wrong? And Sin here replied with, sorry, the beta is for Quest plus PCVR only, but the update when it releases is for everyone. We don't have an easy way to run temporary betas on PSVR yet. This will be easier on PSVR too. So this made me think, and made me question, or not question, but made me want to ask Sin, is that a confirmation that you guys have a PSVR 2 kit to play around with? And the answer I got was, what I expected. I think he said too much. It's funny. But at least I hope they have a PSVR 2 kit to play around with, though, because that would... The sky is the limit soon. Now back to the announcement. They talk about, we've been quietly working hard to bring you the biggest game combat update the game has ever seen. Advanced combat feature replacement animations done from scratch in a professional mocap studio. Over 1000 combat animations done. An AI prediction algorithm designed to keep up with real humans in combat, and so much more. Now this is very exciting and I'm very much looking forward to this. Let's see, we also have watch out for giveaways, previews and trailers in the coming weeks. Any previews and trailers that show off the advanced combat, I will definitely be making videos on those, and I will not criticize, I will check them out and just talk about them and really dig into them, just to see what kind of animations we want to see. Or we will see in the trailers. Now another question that came up during this, well, all the questions that rolled in with the announcement was, how will this affect hand-to-hand combat? And the answer was quite a lot, because actually it was the same there. The animations for hand-to-hand combat has changed for the enemy as well. They have new moves, they kick, and also they are better at dodging. Grabbing is of course all still viable. Now the question is, will the enemy be as clumsy as they are before? Because if you remember or played yourself, or maybe seen one of my videos, you can see that the enemy can be quite clumsy and just fall down for stepping on a sword or stepping on a ally. They just fall down and then they lose their weapons, and then they stand up and they start fight you with their fists. Will they become maybe not so clumsy with this update? Doesn't matter really. It's gonna be very interesting to see, because this is truly an update we have been waiting for now. And with that said, I've been Swippy902, have a great life, and I hope to see you in future videos. What are your thoughts on this update?